Well, my friends, problems persist in life. I had to take care of some medical issues, billing, and now we have to get hold of the hospital. What happened was, first thing, the staff at the Brunswick Hospital here in Georgia accused me of assaulting my wife. And then they said, no, the staff that said that after they bum rushed me in the room, telling they will protect her against me, and I did nothing wrong. And then I called the hospital administrator, and she came up there and she found out when I tossed my case on the table, that's what they saw. They thought I was throwing it at her. How can you throw something at somebody when you toss it? That's what I'm getting at. If that wasn't bad enough, tomorrow me and the wife's got to go down there and find out why they can't do their paperwork correctly because the insurance is not going to cover the ICU stay because they insisted she stay there and they find out what's going on. Okay? But they inadequately filled out the paperwork, not saying why she stayed. You know, that she just stayed there because they could have done the testing without her being in the ICU. See, this is what's wrong with this hospital. They cannot keep it together all the time. You have a great amount of people that do a great job there, but the few that don't, they screw everybody else up. And this is what's happening now. Tomorrow, I'll go to the hospital administrator with my wife, and we'll see if we can get this unscrewed and then the right paperwork given to her insurance so they'll cover her. Right now, they're not covering her. That's $12,000 that we have to pay. Now, it wasn't our idea to stay in ICU. It was the doctor's idea in the emergency room, and then the doctor's idea that was treating her to stay there, not to leave. She tried to leave. They didn't want her to leave. They even got me to stay there to keep her there. So now, this is where the issue is about people assuming shit. Whoever that was that assumed that I attacked my wife when they called me to be with her to keep her there, that was bogus to start with. Did anything happen to them? I doubt it. But when we get done, because they did not fill out the paperwork correctly, you know, we're going to see if we can get it corrected by the hospital administrator and see if they come to conclusion, hopefully, that satisfies us. But when you have a problem with things, there's always problems. You have to face them straight on. Don't run from them. It doesn't help. Don't hide. Don't get high. Try to make it go away. It's not going to work. Just go ahead and face it. We'll find out what happens. We'll go to the top dogs and see what they want to do. And hospital administrator, the one we had that's supposed to represent the nurses or whatever that floor was, we were on fourth floor. And the lady that was watching my wife, I wouldn't let her watch a dog. I don't care what it is. Her disposition sucks. And she allowed all this crap to happen to me and it upset her. So let's see what happens. Let's see if they can get it straight and make everything happy again. I believe in giving people extra chances, not giving lawyers extra money. So let's see what happens. I made my mistakes. I sure have, even in that same hospital. I hallucinate like crazy in ICU, same place. Maybe this is revenge for what I did last time. But I thought everybody was against me. But that's another story. But this has to do with my wife and then dying at the house and then coming to the emergency room and then requiring her to stay there until they do the tests to find out what's wrong with her and released her. But they didn't do the paperwork right, so the hospital is at fault here. So let's see if they'll straighten it up. So tomorrow I'll let you know what the outcome is. If it's good, bad, everybody shakes hands, happy, and everything else. We go ring around the rope posy. We'll see if that happens. Okay. I'll let you know later on what happens. I always have an exciting life. Always. One way or the other. Yeah. Got some good brand ice cream, Breyer's ice cream, for $3 plus cents a gallon. Just because it had frost in the freezer. Brand new freezer. And the only time they frost up like that is if the drain plug is stopped up and the moisture cannot be expelled out the line. No, that's a major cause. If you have a freezer that freezes up and I mean it start having ice all over the place and everything else, it's because the water moisture cannot leave it, so it has to go somewhere. So that's what's happening. One all y'all, hi, how you doing? Appreciate you joining. We have a complaint. We found out that we have $12,000 worth of the hospital bills not going to be paid by our insurance. My wife's insurance, because the hospital did not fill out the paperwork right. And they said all these tests could have been done without staying in the ICU. And they could have been done, but that's not what they wanted. They wanted her to be there to cover their ass. And now they screwed up the paperwork. Everybody, I don't know, we don't know what the deal is, but there's a lot going on in this deal, because when I went down there, because they couldn't control her, because she wanted to get up and walk around. They didn't want her falling. They didn't all this stuff. She just likes walking. And what can I say? I got her to stay there and everything and not check out. And then they screwed the paperwork up. On top of that, they accused me of attacking my wife while I was in the hospital when they asked for me to be there. Somebody looked through the little split of the window and saw something fly on top of the little table that you get in there. That's me tossing the case up there and having my wife's phone. They can't see it because they're looking at her back. They can't even see most of me because she's blocking the view. And all they see is something flying up on that table. And they assume that I'm attacking my wife. Who the hell does that? Yeah. Well, the other person's, recanted somewhat. He said, well, I saw this happen, and this is why we come in there to save her. From what? From y'all? And then they screw up the paperwork on the discharge? Yeah, there's problems at this hospital. There's always been. And I've experienced some of it. And I've made my mistakes there, and everybody else does. It's a small hospital. It's considered a rural hospital. It's not like had critical care issue, trauma crap. We don't have that. We have to go to Savannah or Jacksonville. We can't go here. That will never be. They're too close together to have a trauma center here, from what I understand. Yeah. But we still get some decent doctors here. They'll stay a while before they move on. But we appreciate them staying. We have beautiful beaches. We got all kind of stuff to keep you entertained. That's what you want. But like I said, this is going to be a nightmare for us. She went ahead and filed the paperwork she needed to. So we need to go to the hospital tomorrow, which we don't need to be driving. We don't need to be doing nothing. We're old people. You know what I mean? Trying to survive. And they're screwing up everything, so we can't even get our hospital paid for because they didn't fill it out right. So tomorrow I will keep you abreast if you're interested in the story, and I will make sure that you know what the outcome is, bad or good. But I'm curious what happened to the person that accused me of doing something I didn't do. Aren't you? Yeah. I don't know if it's a nurse or somebody that worked there or a stranger that walked by. She never did tell me. But she said, oh, that's the reason why. Yeah. Well, you don't accuse somebody. You don't charge them and threaten them and everything else. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And when I rethought it, that's what must have triggered that. So the nurse that was there that's watching her did not see nothing wrong. She told me. It's somebody else out there that did that, triggered that response. Well, let me tell you something. Falsely accusing somebody is a serious offense. In fact, I believe it's a firing offense, and that's what I expect them to do so they don't do it to someone else. Okay? So let's see what happens. My wife's the most important thing to me. So we get done with her stuff, with her insurance, and get that figured out, hopefully. And then if we have to go all the way with it, we will. We have no choice. But God bless you and everybody else. Donations to help pay the bill. There's no way anybody's going to pay our bill, medical bills. So too many other people need more money than we do. We live in a simple little house that's appraised at about $4,000. The land is worth $28,000 that we're on. You know what I mean? You got a beautiful little home here, 100 foot by 40. That's not bad. What else can you say? Hi, how you doing? I'm just trying to struggle and survive, and I'm very opinionated. So is my wife, but she prays a lot. She thinks people are all good. I don't. I see a lot more than that shit. I'm not stupid. Man, I'm so glad y'all have not been in the world that I've been in. And by the way, I spent more time with African American men and women than I did with white. I just did. I don't know why I box, but in an all black club down here in the South, because it's not, you're not, I was raised where there is no color. There's just people and situations. Respect my culture or respect yours. I'm Cherokee Indian and white. And turned out to find out my DNA test says that I have a touch of African American in me. Pretty good touch. Yeah, it was always said, you know, in the Cherokee side, that grandma and all that stuff, that somebody was playing around with the people on the plantation back in the day, and that's what happened. I mean, a lot of people are like that. I don't judge people. Like I said, I spent more time with a minority group than I did with a white. Because down here in the South, I'm not into that damn racial bullshit. I've seen more racial shit happen with black people than I have ever had with white down here. They just plain out just freak out. Everybody's against them. Nobody's against them, but they're against themselves. They make it hard on themselves. Now, sometimes it does happen. There's racist bastards out here on all sides. You know what I mean? Down here in the South, I just did what I wanted to do. Whoever did it with me, that's the way it was. I didn't care about your color. I didn't care about all the other stuff. And that's the way I lived my life. I don't recommend people to live the life that I did and do the things I did that were bad and good. But God let me live this long. God let me have this woman that's with me now. I never thought that would have happened. There's a lot to the story with me. There's a lot to the story with you. Let's share our stories. Remember to take your medicine this evening that you're supposed to take, all of it. Remember, if you're having a reaction to a new medicine or something, let them know. Stop taking it. Okay? Things happen. Like me, when I'm taking this constipation medicine, I feel bloated and I have problem breathing, so I have to not take it. So, and if I use an enema because of my medicine that I take, it makes me constipated. It takes out the elements that I need for my electrolytes, and then I start having problems with spasms, and all kind of little things. I had to drink pickle juice to counteract that. See, that's how us old people are. We just have all kind of shit we got to think on the fly with. So there I am, old man. I never had time for old people when I was young. I just did. They weren't in my program. Now that I'm old, well, I guess that sucks, don't it? Life is like a bowl of cherries. I'd rather be at a bowl because I get to hold whatever comes. And a lot of people take from me. That's life. People told me, he said, man, you got ripped off, about so-and-so. I said, well, the shit I'm doing is illegal, right? Big deal. It's part of business. It's the way it goes. Oh, why don't you go over there and do this and this? I don't want to go to fucking prison. So why don't I let somebody else take care of their ass down the road? And 9 times out of 10, somebody else tightens their ass on up and they go to prison. Both of them. Not me. I won't recommend it to anybody, but everybody's done a little bit of shady dealings normally. And some people that say they didn't, I'm very proud of you. I also had a lot of really wonderful times with ladies in my life. No, I ain't no stud and all that kind of shit. That's pile of crap there. No. You guys, you're full of it if you're talking that mess. I promise you, it has nothing to do with your package. It really don't. That's just bullshit made to make you buy products, okay? Has to do with you. A woman's looking for somebody just like you that can make their life better. You were the same way. Woman don't want you sitting on the damn couch not working, her working her ass off. She wants you in there too, or doing something somewhere. Life is full of surprises, and I'm getting ready to get a good one because I want to see. And they're going to go just so far with it, and I'm going to have to get the hospital legal aid involved, see what they do. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's kind of a funny deal. Sitting there with your wife, keeping her calm and all this shit, and damn nurses and somebody else come running in there talking about, we protect our people and all this shit. And I'm looking at, what the hell are you talking about? It's crazy.
Cut out the words that are not nice.
Yeah, my wife don't like me talking this way. But you know how
I
life
need to do that.
Tell you what,
Work.
praise God, praise you, be good, do good. Try to remember to take your damn medicine.
What did you say?
Okay?
What did you say?
I said the wrong word again. I'm old.
Spank
I
you.
speak Greek sometimes. I also speak Italian. Make her laugh. She's loving now.
Gives me a chance to spank him.
She likes spanking me.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't. I do not.
I like that part.
I want to kiss you, baby.
Yeah, anyway, I'll let you know how the insurance thing does with medical insurance because they said they ain't gonna pay for it. That could have been done outside the hospital. And it would normally have been done. But they insisted that they did it in the hospital and she stayed there. So they will cover it if that's the case. So we got to make sure the documentation is right. And let's see if they tighten us up. Wouldn't that be nice? And that's the same insurance she got. I got rid of that damn insurance. Their main man got shot in the back of the head by some crazy loony person. But then a lot of people just dumped this insurance company. I'm not going to say what it is. They just dumped it because they don't have anybody that's in the system around here. So I had to go to Aetna. I had no choice. Aetna's not that much better. I mean, they have less money to give you to spend, a lot less. But they have more peat doctors you can go to. It makes a difference in your system. You know what I mean? It just, you have to constantly weigh it. And in Georgia, we only got enrollment at the first of the year. That's it. And then you can't change shit until the end of the year and start the first of next year. So you're stuck with it. But we got people calling us, especially me, constantly. I had them calling every 4, 5, 2 minutes, literally calling me. As soon as I hang up, another one would call, literally. That happened all day long today. It was nuts. I've never seen it get that bad. I mean, what do you do? I'm not going to pay nobody to get rid of them. I just have to shut the phone off and not use it for what it is. Just disattach it. No sense in having another one. Just get rid of the phone. Do without. They harass me that much. I don't know what else to do. Can't block them. They're stealing numbers from other people anyway. You know, it's just to the point you can't even make a freaking, you can't watch a movie, you can't do that. I'm lucky that they hadn't called me now. For some reason, I think they might leave me alone a little bit tonight. Or me and you can have a little bit of free time. Yeah. You know, I don't know if anybody's listening to me or not. According to this, there's nobody listening to me. But I can tell you something that would be worth listening to. I know what's going to happen right now. Yes, sir. Just call it educated guess. As far as Iran and the other people is concerned, they're getting to get a surprise like they ain't never had. Donald Trump has not told the American public or anybody else about the strike situation, which how many countries are going to be involved in it this time. They're just waiting for them to get in position to give a hand because we're protecting their crap. We're tired of this. You know, all these countries' oil that we're trying to keep them flowing, you know what I mean? They're not our oil. Their oil. They're going to pay us for this shit. They want the damn oil. End of story. We lost lives over it. So they need to pay us. And they need to pay these families, compensate them. They need to compensate our country for doing what we're doing. The only reason why this happened is because they were, I'm not going to say how close it was to a nuke, but let's put it this way. It was a done deal. They had enough to make quite a few nuclear weapons. And I'm talking about, and if they went the other way, just made dirty bombs, which is just as bad, but, you know, in its own way. I mean, my God. We got a special, I can tell you this now, we got a special penetrator bomb that has a dual purpose. They've got it both ways. They got one where you drop the one that penetrates and goes down, sets off, drop another one behind it, goes down and sets off, and then the other one, the big one, the badass one, you drop it in any sequence you want to. And trust me, there will be nothing underneath there but radioactive material. Because it is a thermonuclear device. It will fix it. And because of the situation, we also have a weapon to seal the mountain or the ground. Okay? It's a big operation, it's a big thing to do, but we might have no choice. And once we show them what we will go to what extremes to make sure that our people in America are safe. We paid for this freaking military, not your sorry ass countries around here. Yeah. Nobody's helping us. So that just proved a major point. You know why? It had nothing to do with Donald Trump. It has to do with Europe's getting big old pants and putting them on. They don't need nobody to put a belt around them. They can hold their own pants up now. They really can't, but they can. Good. That leaves a lot of money we don't have to spend. And by the way, people that go around on the internet saying, our military is not as big as it used to be. It's not as badass as it used to be. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to everybody else. That's normal. We use more technology. We don't need as many people as we did. We don't need all that brute strength as we used to need. We have a lot of things that we don't have to do, that we have technology doing it. You understand? So that's a smaller, tighter, more efficient military. Less people. We're more potent. We're more deadlier than we've ever been. You kill an American person, a voter or non-voter, but an American person, you have something to pay that you don't want to even hear. We will hunt you down. We'll do like the Israelis. We'll hunt you down no matter where you are or when you are. And we will finish the job so you can't hurt none of us anymore. As far as peacemaking, there's a time for that too. Donald Trump don't play his hand. He never has. If you listen to what he says, don't. Go by what you see. He do, not what he says. He ain't a politician, but he knows how to sling bullshit. And that's what he's doing, keeping these people off guard. And we're sitting back, finding out these facilities because they're digging them up and trying to get more weapons. And we're making them less and less and less every time. But the main thing we're going to do is get them out in the friggin' open so we can kill them all without using a thermonuclear device to do it. Because we don't want to harm the citizens. They got nothing to do with the game. We're going to take out the bad guys, period. If it takes a month, if it takes a year, if it takes 6 years, several administrations, we're going to finish this friggin' job. Yep. We have no choice. Remember, these people think bullshit they go through now is not as bad as where they're going to the kingdom. That's their punishment, is to go to the kingdom. They're going to sacrifice their life for virgins or whatever the hell they tell each other. And then they go to the golden kingdom. But they can't do it if they're alive. So they're taking your ass with them. Get that through your friggin' head. And if you support terrorists, you are the victim at the end of the game. They're going to end your life at the end of the game. They don't like faggots. They don't like homosexuals. They don't like nobody that ain't like them. They don't like Catholics. They don't like Protestants. They don't like Episcopalian. They don't like anybody. Your head's on the chopping block. They'll kiss your ass, walk up to you, and be your best buddy until it's time to eliminate your ass. So don't be stupid, kids. You have been brought up to be a sheep. Stand up there and be a woman. Listen to your parents. Stand up there and be a man. Listen to your parents if they're good parents. They'll tell you they've been there, they've done that, they fought some wars, they did some things, they did that, they did this. They're telling you. Don't listen to these damn people talking about, oh yeah, we're going to give you free buses, free this, free that. They ain't giving you shit. They're setting your ass up to be slaughtered. I'm sitting here, I might not make it tomorrow, but I'm spending my time to tell you the truth. If you see this message later on, it's coming from a guy that's half brain dead, his body's dying, and he's willing to spend time with you that he didn't spend with older people when he was young. I'm telling you, quit being a sheep. Myself, I'm a Republican because I've seen what Democrats are really about. And I'm not that kind of bend my knees and kiss your ass and do the circle jerk shit. I'm like, whatever you need to do, do it. You know what I mean? You don't have to bend the knee to me or anybody else. God's the one I bend the knee to. You know what I mean? I'm not like a damn Democrat. They all bend the knee to each other and shit, jack each other up. You're great. You're great. You're really great. Yeah. We're so alive. Yeah. Nobody knows. We got immunity. We got elected. Dumbasses did that shit. They elected us and all. We're going to stay in forever and make us a fortune. You know what I mean? We're Democrats. We're going to just say all bullshit to keep them happy, Yeah, man, we're going to spend somebody else's money. Not my money. That's the Democrats. They'll stab you in the back in a heartbeat and run you over and smile at you and say, hey, guess what? I gave you some money. It's in your pocket, food stamps. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. No, they didn't. The state did. Everybody threw the money in. They gave you the food stamps. Not Democrats. Democrats are nothing but thieving, ass, lying, trash. They always have been. Ever since they were southern plantation owners. Absolutely. Same people. Damn slaves can't understand. They're free. Act like fucking free people. Quit voting for Democrats. You're not getting any more than what you can get with any other group. But tell you what, I get to watch the show until the God says I don't. And I'm going to enjoy this because I already know what the outcome is going to be because I've seen it before. But in a different place, in a different way. So, God bless you. Remember to take your medicine in the morning as prescribed. Okay? Be careful. Pain pills are rough, man, to get off of. But sometimes we have to take them, all of us. Just be careful with them. Okay? Bless you. You don't believe in God. Goodwill to you. And you can't take nothing that you have with you. Wealth, materials, you can't take it with you. Nobody's going to have the same thought about it, materialistic things that you do. What the value of something is, and I bought this because of this. They don't care. People don't have the same thought that you do. Different time, different place. So do yourself a favor. Pass it on. Help somebody really trying to help themselves. Don't help somebody just because you think you're doing something for somebody and you're disabling them. Don't do that shit. Please don't. I beg you, don't do it. Help somebody helps themselves or trying to. We all need a chance. God bless you. May you have a beautiful morning and wake up. I'm out.